So, you clicked on this video because you wanted to know how to fully lock in. I'm going to be talking about the things that I have done that helped me get so far. And now looking back on it, I'm like, wow, this is actually not that hard. But I'm just going to break it down and really get into it. But before I do that, you got to understand that this is real life, some serious crap right here. Like, this is serious. You should be trying to strive to be the best version of yourself every single day. And I just feel like everyone that I talk to who's really successful or knows what they want with their life and what they're doing, there's a common factor that drives them in everyone, including myself, by the way. I feel like you have to understand yourself and what truly matters. And most people who are locked in or want a better life, they're doing it because of a pain factor that they have in their life. For example, like if they want to help their parents, if they're doing it for God and they want a better situation, if they were homeless, if they were in a shelter, they'd never want to feel like that again. They're going to do what they could do, no matter what the cost is, to fix that situation. But as I was pretty much explaining is, you need to understand what's your reason. Before I even get to any of these points and how to lock in, you need a strong factor. What is your reason that's going to keep you going? Because yes, this type of stuff doesn't come overnight. Locking in, you won't probably get it right completely overnight. But if you keep trying and trying and trying, you're going to have a nice going down. You're going to have a nice uphill slope on why. And you're going to understand that it really matters to you. And once it really matters to you, that motivation and discipline is going to be on the back burner because you're going to still have that strong factor that keeps you going. But let's get right into the video. I'm going to explain what I have done to lock in. Number one, plan out your days. The first thing that I have done to help me lock in, and this is very, 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 very important, was plan out my days. The night before, I would already have a plan of how my day is going to go the next day before I even fell asleep. This puts me so far ahead because I'm not aimlessly going through the day, letting life just string me along. I have a plan of action. I planned it. Then the second I wake up, I go straight through the day. It's time to go straight through the day the second you wake up. I don't turn over. I don't just snooze my alarm. I get up because it's time. I have what I have to do for today, so why would I not get it done? People tend to just sit down and just be bored and let life aimlessly string you along. Because let me tell you why this is bad. While you're just chilling and just vibing and just being bored and doing whatever you usually do when you're bored, that other person is working hard. Like, you're competing against that other person who's working hard. And at the end of the day, one of you guys is going to have the realization like, wow, all this time passed, but I still haven't done anything. If you really, truly want to lock in, you're going to have a plan to execute every single day. There's no way you should be bored. There's way too much stuff out here to do for you to just be sitting down and being bored. If you find yourself bored, you have a lot of thinking to do, because there's no way that should happen. There's too much stuff out here to do to just sit down, being bored, looking at your phone, laying on your back. Which moves? Let's see. Like, you understand? Like, that's just not acceptable anymore. This is about getting better. And if you really want it, you're going to get better. At least 1% every day. The second thing I have done, I try to limit all of my distractions, especially my phone. I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but my phone can tend to be my biggest distraction. I don't know really if anyone else feels this way or if everyone feels this way, but I feel like a world without phones would probably be better in certain ways than the other, because rather than being on your phone just to hit someone up if you really need them, I would just mindlessly used to scroll on social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, even Snapchat, like Snapchat discovery, like, come on. But And sometimes I still tend to catch, I'm not perfect too. And sometimes I do tend to catch myself doing that, but I instantly lock in. Like, I'm like, bro, just throw my phone away. And just getting in that habit of being self-aware, what I'm doing on how I'm spending my time, it puts me so far ahead because now I could do more things that I truly want to do. If you ever feel like you don't have enough time or time's moving too fast, it's not that you don't have enough time. It's just that you need to manage your time better. If you truly break it down, if you're one of those people who feel like, oh, I don't have enough time, or like, and if you feel like that, understand that, okay, maybe I do feel that way, but what am I spending my time on? Is it like 15, 30-minute breaks where I'm just sitting down, taking a shit on my phone all day? Or am I just like sitting down, laying on my back, scrolling through TikTok or just texting? I don't know. Whatever you tend to do, just realize that you have to lock in on that by limiting your distractions. If you limit your distractions, I promise you, you have at least a good 2-3 more hours than you would even think to just lock in on what you have to do. Make sure you cut out distractions. Sometimes you're going to have to miss out on that party. Sometimes you're going to have to miss out on things that you don't want to miss out on. But this is a part of the sacrifice. If you do this now, you already know what life is going to hold in the future. There's always another party. There's always another get together. There's always another session. There's always another bottle of Hennessy. You understand? Like, you're not missing out on anything. Just understand that. Cut out your distractions now so you can get to the prize as soon as possible. Number 3, figure out your purpose. What is your purpose to this planet? What are you here for? What do you want to do with your life? Why? These are things that you need to ask yourself. You have to be totally real with yourself and answer these hard questions to get to that next chapter of life. What I have done was one day I locked myself in my room, no phone, no PC, no Xbox, no friends, no family. Late night, figured out everything that I wanted to do and what I like to do, and just knowing myself to help me get to that next chapter of life. How could you get to that next chapter of life if you don't even know what you want to do with it? This is why it's so important to grasp life and figure out what's important to you as soon as possible. So then you can be able to lock in on what you want to do. This is a very serious thing because if you don't know what you want to do, then you can't even get started on the process. I'm going to make a video on how to completely lock in. On how to find your purpose. But for the meantime, just understand and ask yourself these hard questions to get you closer to your goals. Number 4, take care of your mind and body. Yeah, I know it's a cliche, take care of your mind and body. But no, if you're locking in long term, this is very important. Taking care of your mind, like getting good sleep, meditate, journal if you like. Just these things to help your mind be at ease. I really try to prioritize, especially sleep, because sleeping is what makes you feel efficient, when it helps you function. How could you go through the whole day and your whole day's plan, but you're tired and you're sluggish and you're dragging through it? How could you go through your whole day, but you're eating junk food 24/7 and you have that brain fog that won't get you out of that slump? You understand? This is why I prioritize eating good foods. I prioritize myself. Eat good foods, take care of your mind, take care of your body. Because this is all ties back in to you. You do all this and you're going to realize like, wow, I have more energy throughout the day. Wow, I can really fly through my day now. Okay, I'm getting into the habit. It's not going to be like, oh, I got more stuff to do. I can't believe it. I still got 4 more things on my to-do list, and I'm so tired. I'm just going to take a nap instead. You see the different vibes that they're giving off? Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. This is so important. This is probably the most important of the most important thing that is ever said out of my mouth. Being good, looking good, feeling good. They are all intertwined. They are all connected. Make sure that you're doing that and prioritize yourself. And especially prioritize your sleep, because that is very important. At least try to get 6 hours of sleep. At least. but make sure that you are prioritizing yourself. Number 5, the last one. Take breaks and have fun. Everyone thinks that locking in is 24/7, 7 days a week, 4 weeks a month, 12 months a year. It's not like that. It's just some times where maybe 5 days a week where you just put your head down, no distractions, get to it. Because at the end of the day, we are all growing up. Are you still going to be that same person you were 3 years ago? That is some really sad stuff right there. You want to make sure you're constantly evolving. That's what humans are good at, adapting and evolving. How could you adapt and evolve, but you're focusing on old things that you used to do 3 years ago? Besides the point, make sure that you're taking breaks. You don't want to get overwhelmed. You don't want to feel like, wow, I'm feeling depressed. Like, I cut off all my friends. I don't talk to my friends anymore. I don't talk to my family. I have no connection. There's no love in my life. You understand? Make sure that you are taking breaks. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to have fun. Yeah, I'm not saying don't party ever again. I'm not saying don't chill with your boys, don't do anything. But just dial it back a little bit so you could focus up on what you have to do. This is not a sad process. It's actually very fun because grinding actually and locking in, it makes the partying more fun for you. Because you have something to grind for, you have something to work for, and it gives you hope. That's what it's all about. The key word of this is hope. It gives you hope in your life that there are better days coming. Okay, maybe my life might suck now, but I'm locking in and I have a purpose and a plan that is achievable, that's going to help me get there, and I will feel better in the long term. And this is not my life. Your life right now doesn't define who you are if you're trying to change it. It's just the people who don't change it and they have self-pity on themselves. That's the problem. You could change anything. Especially if you watch my latest video, you know nothing is out of your reach. Nothing is out of your hand. You could do anything you want. But anyways, man, this is my little rant. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for 350 subs. We are still growing. And I appreciate all of you guys. I hope you guys learned something. And this is your boy, man. I'm off this, man. Peace.